Hi there, I'm Melanie. I am the class of 2015. So, as a captain of the Tech Tigers, I got the chance to really develop what it means to be a leader and how I function in a leadership role. But as a team, we basically function as a business. We raise all of the money that we need for building our robot, which is pretty substantial, and then we actually create the product, which in this case is a robot. So basically, what we want to do as the Tech Tigers is we want to inspire girls to go into science and technology careers when they go on to college and then the rest of the future. We need more women in STEM careers. And you really see that when you go to the competitions. You see how few women there are compared to all of the men there. And, when we started, there were definitely less people, I think, going into STEM careers, especially at Mercy. And it's really great to see girls who have decided to go into STEM careers because of the Tech Tigers.
My name is Julia Marinin, and I'm an eventer. Eventing is an equestrian sport consisting of 3 phases. So 2 of the phases have jumping, which are cross country and show jumping, and dressage is done on the flat, and it's like a weird combination of weightlifting and ballet for horses. While I haven't always evented, I've always loved horses, and I've ridden for as long as I can remember. I love the sport of eventing in particular because of its challenges. Learning to do each phase well is hard, but rewarding, and it's all made worthwhile by the fact that I get to learn it with my best friend, my horse, Gebre Selassie. I bought Gebre Selassie, or Gebs, off the track a few years ago. He used to be a racehorse, and his great-great-grandfather was Secretariat. Our biggest accomplishment so far was winning a national championship in dressage, which happened just this summer at the Kentucky Horse Park. When it really comes down to it, I ride because I love horses, and working with them has taught me so much. You really do have to learn the meaning of teamwork when your teammate weighs 10 times more than you, can run 40 miles an hour, and doesn't speak English.
Hi, my name is Ellie Frechette, and I plan to major in dance and psychology at Marymount Manhattan College this fall.
When Nora first asked me to do this video, I thought it was such a good idea, but when she told me I was supposed to be in it, I was really confused. As flattered as I was, there are so many other girls with unbelievable talents. I don't believe I work any harder than any of the other amazing girls at this school. So with that said, I dedicate this to all of the hard-working Mercy girls in the auditorium right now. I started off dancing doing the basic classes that pretty much every 5-year-old takes, but I eventually started taking more and more and truly developed a passion for the art, and my parents really couldn't take me away from it at all. But I also did other things that I'm very grateful for having those experiences. I did swimming and flute and tons of other extracurriculars, and while I was doing those things, I really didn't get to become serious in ballet until I was about 11, and that's a little bit late to start becoming serious about ballet training. And I remember being so frustrated that I didn't look like all of the other little ballerinas. And I learned very quickly that ballet can be your best friend and your worst enemy at the same time. So I really resolved to keep my head down and work as hard as I could and work for the attention from my teachers. There were definitely good days and bad days, but I learned to keep coming back to dance day after day and to fight back the years I had missed in my formal ballet training. And after a while, I really started to make some headway and figured out that I really am my biggest critic, and I would pick myself apart until I was blue in the face. And I still do. I do that a lot. I struggle with that. But I'm coming to understand that I can only compare myself to the dancer I was yesterday and try and be better than that person. And I've learned that giving up really never was an option for me, and I need to push myself more and more every day. And I know that I'll never be 100% where I want to be, and I will probably always feel behind, but I think I need that in order to push myself harder and harder. But as tough as it was, and still is a lot of the times, I've really figured out how to put my trust in God and really put my faith and my compassion into dance. And I'm very blessed to have such a supportive family that has brought me through all of these years of dancing. I don't pretend to be anywhere close to the best dancer, because that's not accurate at all, by any stretch of the imagination. I simply want to be better than who I was last year, last month, last week, what have you. But without a doubt, Marymount Manhattan this fall is really all I've ever dreamed of, and I am extremely, extremely blessed to be given this opportunity to have a professional career in dance, and to start that in New York City. And I will continue to stay positive throughout all of my endeavors in college and post-college, and I'm extremely thankful to have the Mercy community to be there throughout my high school years, and definitely post-grad as well.
Hi, I'm Presley and I'm a senior at Mercy.
And I'm Taylor and I'm a sophomore at Mercy.
My sister Presley and I have been singing since we were really little, and it's always been a huge part of who we are. Our parents were the biggest influence on us when it came to music. They taught us everything we know. I remember when we were little, our mom would stand us up on the table at Thanksgiving and Christmas and have us sing for our whole family. We've grown up in a family of musicians and wouldn't be where we are today without them and their influence.
Last year, we decided to pursue music on a professional level and released our first single to country radio called Kickin' Back. It really exceeded all of our expectations by reaching number 43 on the National Music Row Country Breakout Chart. Our current single, called Looking for a Cowboy, was released 4 weeks ago and is currently at number 58 on the chart, and it's still rising. The song is being played on radio stations across the country and even here in our own state.
We've had some pretty amazing experiences in the last year. We have spent tons of time traveling to different radio stations for interviews and gone all over New England for different performances. And most recently, we went to Nashville for a week to perform live down there. And we'll be going there again in June for CMA Fest.
We have met some of the nicest people and done some really cool things, and I've learned so much through all of the experiences we've had in the past year, and we're so glad that we can share it with our Mercy family.